Okay, good evening everyone. This is Isaac Smith. This is my journey until I'm 50. And I wasn't able to train on Monday. I wasn't able to train last week Thursday. Today is Tuesday. It's currently raining. We've been flooded. And it's just really difficult to get myself motivated to come train. It's been absolutely crazy here the last few days. We haven't had power. We're running a generator, cost a lot of petrol, just to keep the refrigerator on. And life has been difficult. My people at work just today, they just went home, they couldn't work. So I took a pre-workout. I'm going to put the music on. I just need to train, allow myself some space, and we're just going to get sweaty here because I'm going to have to go take a cold shower right now. So let's do this. Let's go. I will catch up a lot better than this next time. But for the last week I haven't trained and I'm feeling I'm missing a Thursday, I'm missing a Monday. That normally doesn't happen. So that's why I want to train. Let's go. Rock and roll.
And somehow, even when I ran the farthest, I still felt his footsteps behind me, not hunting me, rescuing me. Yeah, I was 17, running with a heart full of noise, pretending I was grown in a world built for boys, swapping out my soul for a weekend rush. Every high wore off and the silence crushed. Beer in my veins, pride in my chest, lies in my head saying, boy, you're blessed. But every Sunday guilt kept calling my name, knew the shepherd's voice, but I hid in shame. Played every part just to fit in the crowd, different mask every night, but inside not proud. Knew the truth since a kid, but I shut that door until the spirit kept whispering, son, there's more. And I felt that pull in my darkest night. Somehow you stayed through all my fights. Every time I ran, you stayed in sight. Grace broke through and lit the night. I ran far, but you still ran faster. Held me through every self-made disaster. When I broke down, you called me son. I was lost, but you said come back, son. Your mercy fought every battle I started. Your love pulled back the man who departed. I fell so far, but you still said come. I was lost, but you said welcome home. My years moved on, saw the man I became. Empty eyes, full hands, but a heart in pain. Still you never walked away from me, even when my pride kept choosing to flee. Try to numb my wounds in a world on fire, but the flames burn low and reveal desire. One whisper broke chains I carried for years. One touch turned anger into falling tears. I ran far, but you still ran faster. Held me through every self-made disaster. When I broke down, you called me son. I was lost, but you said come back, son. Your mercy fought every battle I started. Your love pulled back the man who departed. I fell so far, but you still said come. I was lost. I get it now. I wasn't running from you. I was running from the man you called me to be. But you waited. You watched. And when I finally turned around, you ran. Now I walk with you, step by step, eyes on eternity. A son again, born again, running.
Leg raises first.
Oh, One chance to get this right. One race to win first prize. One heartbeat overlapping this stride. Ours for eternity. Every sunrise I hear the call. Live with purpose, give my all. Flesh may fade, but truth won't die. My eyes are fixed beyond the sky. I've got one life to live, I won't let it slip. Which road I take is a gift I won't miss. With my heart set alight, my legs are strong and right. I'll run this race at full pace. Because I have one life to live. Tempted daily, the enemy knows where to look, but I know where my spirit lives. In a body I've yet to receive, so don't hold back. There's no time to nap. Living for Christ, beginning to I've got one life to live, I won't let it slip. Every breath I take is a gift I won't miss. With my heart set alight, my legs are strong and right. I'll run this race at full pace. Because I have one life to live. Yeah. One life to push through the pain. Fight through the night. Run with all your might. Push through the one life to live, I won't let it slip. Which breath I take is a gift I won't miss. With my heart on fire and my hands to give, I'll run this race. One life to one life, one race. Eyes for eternity. This is how we sharpen iron. This is how we sharpen iron. I used to walk this path alone, thinking strength was mine to own. But even mountains crack and fall when no one stands to share the load. Every battle I tried to face, I fought with pride without the grace. But iron dulls when it swings along. No edge, no fire, no sharpened stone. Not to fix your weakness, but to teach you how to grind. 'Cause iron can't sharpen iron if it fights from behind. So walk with me until the heat where steel meets steel and sparks repeat. No man rises on his own. We're forged together, bone by bone. A when someone stood and spoke my name. Not to lift my burden, but to carry them beside. Iron sharpens iron in the fire where we collide. Eye to eye, strike for strike. We rise together, fight for fight. When my strength thanks you in your own. When your fire gets, I bring it home. Step for step, we hold the line. Not just your strength, but now it's mine. Brother to brother, shoulder to shoulder. The weak grow strong, the strong grow bolder. This is how we sharpen men. This is how we rise again. Iron sharpens iron again and again and again. As iron sharpens iron, so one man shapes another. We rise as brothers, stronger than the storm we weather. A cord of three won't break. It's tied in something greater. Standing side by side, we only rise up higher. Iron sharpens iron. Let the whole world know. Iron sharpens iron. Sharpen every bone. We rise together as one. Forged by fire, shaped by the sun. This is how we sharpen iron. This is how we rise again. Not by strength, not by might, but by the spirit within. I know I will see you one day, my Lord. My spirit knows that this is truth, my Lord. The body rejects it. It's not bulletproof. It will not accept it. The spirit's the proof. And in the middle of it all stands a man who understands it and yields to your command. Guide my soul to the one I wish to know. Allow your grace to touch me in my voice and let me sing for you. My Lord, bless this voice with choice. My words, let the silence in me be heard. Let the silence in my head be heard. Don't look here into the now, but be a part of it somehow. He will show the way. A dove from above, let his spirit indwell you. Trust his love, his way is higher than yours. Follow his way, because it's always better his way. There is no way, no better way. There is no way, no better way. There is no way, no better way, no better way. silence, you hear me. Even when I fall short, you remain. There is no better way than yours. In the beginning, there was nothing. Formless and empty. Darkness on the face of the deep. This is what remains when men walk without God.
Into the darkness, and I saw what men become without God. Hearts twisted like the days of Noah, hands stained with the blood of their own brothers. I watched them love the shadows, blind to the light they were made for. Their minds given over to corruption, souls hollow, feet feeding the violence they crave.
You think he came to soften your path? Who whispered that lie into your ears? He didn't come to bring you peace, but a sword that cuts through comfort and fear. I saw the crowd follow him for blessings, but vanish when the cross appeared. They speak his name with lukewarm hearts, never counting the cost of the one they claim to save.
Perfect love, my redemption. Perfect love has driven out my fear.
It's in his
once in His light I learned to stand. Even in the valley of the shadow, His presence anchors who I am.
I've seen the darkness, felt its violence, but it never held the final word. For in the fire, I found my freedom.
Perfect love has conquered all my fear.
Keep going.
Every man fights two wars, one the world can see, and one no eye will ever know. The battle between body and spirit, between comfort and obedience, between what I feel and who I follow. So I rise every day to train myself for godliness. This body is loud, it wants control. It whispers lies to chain the soul. It loves the easy, hates the climb, sells the eternal for a moment in time. It bends to hunger, it feeds on pride. It runs from truth, it tries to hide. But the spirit knows a narrow way where training keeps this body at bay. Train your body, train your soul, bring the fire under control. Let obedience be your might, let surrender win the fight. The body may fall, the heart may strain, but Christ in me will still remain. I've met the man who fears the pain, who hides his wounds, who breaks again. But I've also seen the one who stands, who bleeds yet worships with his hands. The body bows to the mind's command, the mind obeys the spirit's hand. That's where victory begins, when the soul refuses to give in. Self-control over impulse, obedience through endurance. I train the body to bow for my King here and now. Not for praise, not for name, but for His glory and His claim. Train, train, train yourself. Train your hands, your heart, your mind. Leave the weakness far behind. Every scar, every bruise marks the war I did not lose. Train your body, train your soul. Make self-control the goal. The body will fight, but grace sustains. God is strength and Christ remains. The man who conquers the body does not boast, he bows. For training is worship, and obedience is love. Train yourself over and over for godliness.
The breath of God moves within me, not as wind, but as will. The battle I fought alone was never mine to win. And in that moment, I woke from within. I chased control, I chased perfection, but I found this power in my own rejection. When my lungs gave in, the spirit rose. When my strength broke down, his peace exposed. It wasn't will, it was surrender start. It wasn't muscle, it was heart. Now the fire inside is not my own. It's the voice of heaven in flesh and bone. When I am weak, His power begins. This is the awakening within. I stood in silence, heard His call. Stop building altars to your fall. The forge was never there to destroy. It was crafted to refine my joy. He turned my struggle into prayer. My gasp for air became repair. And when
the conviction of things not seen.
The evidence of God's unseen reality.
Faith is the proof the Spirit gives.
Living light where I see none.
Faith responds to what God has spoken.
Not to what circumstance appear to be.
Faith knows the unseen realm is true.
For God has declared His will. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen.
Faith stands on every word the Lord has spoken. His promise is the ground beneath my feet.
Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen.
I walk by faith, I see the unseen.
His word is my certainty.
Faith is not imagination, not positive thinking, not emotion shifting wind. Faith is not human effort, not forcing outcomes, not blind or empty within.
Faith rests on what God has spoken. Faith trusts His character and truth. Faith lives by what He has revealed, not by sight but by His proof. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen.
Faith stands on every word the Lord has spoken. His promise is the ground beneath my feet.
Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. I walk by faith, I see the unseen.
His word is my certainty.
Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for.
That's it. Session done. I gotta take a cold shower. That's it for today. I'm toast.